All right. Keep looking like you are. All right. We got some people on Facebook.
Oh, hey, what's up? Huh?
I was just seeing if all the lights were on in here.
Is it dim?
A little bit.
Does it feel dim?
No, but all of them are on, so we're good.
Maybe your eyes are just going.
Maybe. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
What's up?
So this is the welcome to the 22nd annual Dancakes request live stream. For anyone not from, what's up, Bang Dream, Camburger? For anyone who's not familiar, we are here for the next 2 hours to take requests. We take requests via the chat, but we also take requests via donation. So you're like, well, how do I donate? What's that? Well, let me tell you. One, in the description of the video here, there's a link, but Dana, the wonderful person manning a chat over here,
Hello,
is going to be dropping that link in the chat here in a second. And you can go on, it's a link to our website. You can donate any amount from $1 to $1 million, and you can request whatever you want. You can upload a picture reference. You can put a shout out in there if you want to. We can, promote whatever, or just say hi to whomever. At the end of it, we will take a picture of your pancake, and in the next couple days, we will post all of the donations on our website, and you can go and grab those and do whatever you want to with them. So that's the gist. So let me turn my griddle on here so we can actually make some pancakes. That's the first step.
Yeah, one of many.
And so Dana dropped that link there.
I did.
And but obviously this is just the beginning, so we don't have any donations yet. So this is one of those rare opportunities where we're gonna query the chat for suggestions, and then we're just gonna nab one and just make a pancake. So if y'all want to start dropping suggestions in the chat there, we're watching. Got presidential pancakes.
What does that mean? Is that like?
It's a lot of. It's 45. It's a lot of pancakes.
I think it's like
Presidents.
Jacob knows.
Somebody likes presidents.
He likes. Mike Wazowski meme with 2 eyes. My sister would love that one, honestly. Sonic the Hedgehog. Shauna, I don't know how into Sonic the Hedgehog you are, but I was having a weird night, so I just watched like 4 hours worth of like Sonic speedruns on YouTube. And also creepypastas about Sonic R, so I feel fulfilled as a person.
Nice. Oh wow, I've never seen the... Oh yeah, the Mike Wazowski with 2 eyes. Yeah. That's, I mean, I see it on Reddit all the time. It's, as a reaction.
Paige is gonna laugh. Like, for some reason that meme sends her every time. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never... Oh, here's one with, he's got 5 eyes.
Nice. Is it Water Noose, their boss? They Photoshop his face on him?
It's this one right here.
You
guys can't really see that, but it's there. All right, so...
But I'm going to put us on the overhead if you want to get that started. We've got quite a big crowd with us.
All right, look at us go.
So we are going to be starting this as you always do with memes.
It's the only way.
It's the only way.
All right. I've noticed you can never see his feet in this one. I don't remember what Mike Wazowski's feet look like.
He has like 3 toes and spindly little legs. If you can believe it.
Oh, I can believe it. All right.
All right.
There we go. So now I've got 2 references here. I've got his feet, and I've got, so that way I can actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Here we go, guys. You ready?
Oh, if you want, I know you don't use the phone stand, but if any chance you want it, it's over there.
Yeah, my eyes are old, so I like to keep my phone close to my person.
You know what's funny is we're always saying like that our bodies are old, but in reality, every cell in your body is replaced every 7 years.
Yeah, they just get crappier at doing it.
You just get a crappy update every 7 years.
Yeah.
Until your body's an Apple product, so it just stops working.
And the battery finally just craps out.
Shauna says he has green chicken feet. LOL. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That's a good way to put it.
Destiny, I don't know if you're trying to say something, but it's literally just coming out as garbled text. It looks like the kind of garbled text you get, though, when you're, like, trying to use a character that I can't read. And so, it's just, like, it looks a little like words, but they're just, like, the same 7 letters garbled. YB10, yes, he is actually going to do this. Hey, it's Sky Kid!
Hey, there he is.
Sky Kid, what's up? So, we got your letters. And
yes, thank you.
They were so unbelievably sweet, and I'm happy to talk about them in a little bit here after we make this first pancake on the stream. But if you want to see at least my live reaction and Dan's, because Ben was out of the room, it was on our that was Joya Pancakes on Wednesday, which is posted. But they were extremely sweet, and I was very touched. It's Cassie's birthday. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Happy birthday.
Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for spending a little bit of it with us. What's your biggest birthday wish? Then I am getting word that the live stream is offline.
We are on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. Interesting.
It's the same thing that happens every time. At least when I do it.
Well, I'll check it here once I finish my pancake, and I gotta go plug in the actual video ID. And
I mean, can I just switch it to Facebook for now? Just because a lot of people are seeing our stories right now. You know what? Yeah, if you fix it, I'll switch it back. But in the meantime, I'm going to repost this.
This looks... What am I doing wrong here?
Michelle says she found us on Facebook.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, guys, thank you for... Yeah, okay, they're saying they can see it fine on Facebook. Yeah, no, what I'm talking about is we're trying to get a system in place where people watch the stream through our website, but we have this funny problem where every time we link to the website, even though we're streaming everywhere, the website's like, hey, this stream hasn't started yet. So I'm glad you guys can see. The stream is working on all platforms. It's just not, I guess, embedded in the website correctly, or Restream's doing something silly.
Yeah, we'll figure it out here in a second. All right. Anyways. Enough dilly-dallying. Just gotta knock this out.
Maybe we could just, like, I could put it on Facebook for today, and then we can, like, on another random day, we can just have, like, call it test live stream and, like, only put it on YouTube. And then just be like, hey guys, don't mind us, we're just testing something, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Because this is, like, the third time that it hasn't worked. And I guess Would it make more sense to like dedicate time to it instead of just trying it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I know what the problem is, but yeah, we'll get it.
Someone says sound is going on and off.
Sound is going on and off.
Oh boy.
My battery's okay.
Mine.
Can you scroll down on the mixer in the middle there? It's the bottom middle, and see if look at the meters and make sure that look like they're reacting correctly to.
It looks like it. Test. Silly things of life, please. Okay, other people are saying the sound is fine. Guys, please let us know if there's something wrong with the audio. That's something that we have trouble with sometimes. We've had one person say that the audio is being silly. So let us know, because on our end, everything looks okay.
Okay. Trying to figure out what color to use for. All right. Got some horns. All right, and we fill him in.
People are saying it's fine, I can hear you fine. Then the same person who said it, they couldn't hear it, says your voice only going on off sometimes, not so frequently. It's okay now. Okay, cool. Thank you. We appreciate any feedback on that kind of stuff, because we're just a bunch of schmucks sitting in a room.
Alright. So close. And
Yeah, what he said. Hey guys,
we went outside the lines. Oh no, everything's ruined.
Someone said, who's the grill?
Who's the grill? I mean, Griddle? I guess, is it a grill? Would that be
Who's the grill?
George Foreman?
I've always been interested in doing this, but the last time I burnt the side of my hand. Ouch! Ben, someone also asked how you didn't burn your hand. Do you want to answer that?
Well, you see this little sleeve I got on here? So a lot of people ask me, is your hand okay? And I always say yes, because I'm wearing this. So a lot of people, this is a wrist brace, and I took the actual metal splint out of it, so like I can actually move my wrists. Like it's not like stopping me from having mobility, but I can put my hand down and I can move it around and not get burned. The other artists, they like to use a towel and put that down so they can do that. But I'm really lazy, and I just like to put the thing on me and have it move with me. So that's my story. Yeah, it's just a cheap brace from Walmart that's reversible, so you can take the little metal splint out of it, and that's what I did.
By the way, do we have any other requests or donations? We've got a big crowd, so I'm going to take this time to say, if you guys want anything, you're free to shout some requests out, but I just dropped a link, and if you click on that link that I just dropped, it's about to upload to Facebook. There it goes. If you click on that, you can have anything you want made for any donation amount. That's as low as $1. You can have anything you want made, prioritized. It can be, it can include a personal picture. We've got a form where you can send in like a picture of, you know, if you wanted a portrait of your mom or a portrait of your pet, or you, whatever you wanted, you can do that by hitting that link and giving us any donation amount. It helps us keep the lights on. We are an events company who ran out of events because events stopped. So, you know,
What's that?
we love doing this stream. We love hanging out with you guys, but it does help if you guys are willing to throw a little tip at us. So click that link if you want to request something. In the meantime, if no one's going to donate, we are going to take any free request we want from the chat.
That's still cooking.
So one thing... Oh, we got a donation.
We got a donation?
All right. Everly, thank you. Let's see what we got. What do we got as a donation? Everly, I'm checking that out right now. 1 second. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is a portrait.
Nice.
Double portrait.
Double portrait.
What
does it mean?
All right.
Get it?
Yeah, I do get it.
Like,
it took me a
like
second.
Double rainbow.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna send you that image.
Okay. And I'm gonna fix this really fast.
Fix what?
Yeah. I'm sure this all super entertaining, guys. I know. And
Everly, we are getting your picture ready. Just 1 second.
oops, yes.
All right, I sent you that picture.
Sweet, thank you. Just gonna pop in the video ID on this and
Do you want me to flip your pancake?
oh yeah, you could do that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna flip this Mike Wazowski meme while Ben adjusts something really quick. So here we go. Are we on the overhead shot?
We are on the overhead shot.
Cool beans. Whoa, sticky. 1, 2, 3. Nice. For anyone joining in, I can't take credit. This was Ben's, who's gonna pop in the frame in just a second. JT Otto on Facebook. It can be as complex as you want. They asked if it could be 2 live action people. It absolutely can. That's actually the request we're about to take that we got from a donation. It's the person who donated and their boyfriend. So, Michelle, to answer your question, we, with everything going on right now, cannot send pancakes to anybody, at least these pancakes. These, Ben, if you could go to the wide shot when you get a second. These pancakes on the wall behind me, these are preserved pancakes. I guess none of these are commissioned, but we can, like, we've had people commission us for something like, oh, make me and my boyfriend, and then we'll make it, and then we'll freeze dry it, and then we'll preserve it in a frame and put it in resin, and then you've got, like, an art piece. So those we can send to people. The ones we're making here today, unless you're willing to pay extra or commission us separately, which I would recommend because commissioning us separately means we'll take 40 minutes on it, not 5. Result looks a lot better, a lot more value for your money. We will not be sending these out, but we're happy to make you something if you commission us for either a commissioned video and or a preserved pancake that you can hang in your home and own.
All right. Anyways,
are we back on the overhead?
We are about to be back on the overhead right now. We are back on the overhead. And all right.
Cool.
And the website is it's working, so
okay. Cool beans.
All right, so we got a donation, so here we go. Ooh, looks we got 3 donations.
Oh, what?
So actually,
well, I sent you the first one through WhatsApp.
4. We got 4 donations.
Goodness.
Holy smokes, we better get moving.
Yeah. I'll collect the pictures and send them to you.
All right. Yeah, I opened the second one, so it'll show as red.
That's fine, I got it. Wow, thank you guys so much for these donations. These are really generous. Thank you so much. It means everything to us as a struggling non-events company right now.
Very much so. It's every little bit helps us keep the lights on.
Yeah, so
And
thank you, Everly. Thank you, looks like Bruce. Thank you so much. I'll go down the line as soon as we get to those donations later on, but those are our next two. Aw. This donation that's coming up, not this one, the next one, says, in the important mention section, they said, no shout out, just keep being a light for the world in these great times.
oh,
Bruce, thank you so much.
we're doing our best.
We are doing our best. And then for this one, Everly said, happy 2 years of dating.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations, y'all.
It's a pretty important milestone.
Yeah. Enna the Hyena, we will take free requests from the chat only if we stop getting donations, and at the moment we've got 4 donations in line and we just started. So my recommendation is, if you can, you know, if you're able to throw us $1 on that link I keep dropping, that will guarantee you a request. Other than that, I can't promise that you will get anything if you request.
And I pulled a Lee and slanted my face hard.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever done that before. But he is our Phoenix artist. I'm making fun of him right now. It's just a little bit. It's all in jest.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he does it.
We've all got little things that we do as artists that are, they're not weaknesses. They're just like, they're things that we...
Recurrent screw-ups.
There we go.
Because we really do. Like, we've all got our thing that we screw up over and over, and we're just like, why do I keep doing that? I know for me, I make faces really long. Like, I'll stretch foreheads and jaws and stuff. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'll, like, stretch faces like Laffy Taffy, which is annoying because it's not very flattering on certain faces. Like, some it works okay, you know, if it looks a little caricature-y, but on some people, you know, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. And then I have a tendency to... shrinking foreheads is one that I do. Trying to think. You probably remember my mistakes better than I would. Like, I'm always seeing my mistakes, but like...
You've brought up contrast before.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I've making some of my more detailed pancakes. Like we just did one for the Amazon for the boys, and I was gonna make the butcher pancake, and I made it, and like it would have been really good. Like I really nailed all the details and everything, and I was really happy with all of my work pre-flip, and then I flipped it, and so much of my work had just disappeared into the pancake, and you couldn't see it.
Which is the worst. The worst is when, like, we've all had those where it's like you put so much time into detail work, and for one reason or another, when you see it, when it's flipped, so much of the detail got obscured. I've had that where I've mixed like 30 colors and then like half of them are too close to each other. So you only end up seeing 15 of those colors, and it's like, wow, why did I mix that many? That hurt my wrist and took a while.
Yeah, and my browns were too close to each other, so they weren't, so you couldn't actually see the difference. So like all of, Butcher's got a pretty, he's got lines on his face. He got some heavy forehead wrinkles and stuff, and those were all missing. But otherwise, it was really good. But didn't matter because it wasn't good enough because like we're doing a thing for Amazon and like it's got to be good. Can't.
That was a big commission.
Yeah. Oh no, his eyelid popped off. That's okay. Anyways.
JT Otto, I'm not sure if I sent the right picture of my donation. It's supposed to be a screenshot from a TV show. Let me check.
Dana will confirm. She will confer and then confirm or not.
I...
It's clogged.
I'll let you know. Right now we're getting a lot of donations right now, so I'm gonna have to get through these really quick. Wow, you guys are being incredible. Thank you for all of these donations coming in.
Yes, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate. I feel like I'm one brown short here because like this brown is really dark.
The dark brown, is it too dark?
The mid, well, it's, yeah, I'm just the shade. Like I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do as good of a job shading here.
You seemed evenly spaced to me.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see when I flip it. Like.
Okay. Wow.
Are we getting inundated?
No, okay, so JT, I am so interested to click on this image reference to see. Oh, yeah, nope, I don't know what I expected. So this one's not coming up for a minute, but JT requested Cleopatra giving Jesus a George Foreman grill.
Oh.
And there's an image.
And it's not a metaphor for anything?
I mean, it might be, but it does have an image. Like it's got.
It's legit.
Wow. That's magnificent. Thank you so much. Ben is definitely.
I guarantee it.
What?
That's his tagline.
Whose?
George Foreman grill.
Oh. Aw, silly things of life. I'm sorry I didn't see this until just now. They said, good night for today. Mike was great. You were all very talented. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet.
I'm gonna admit that I'm not used to using such small bottles for. It's kind of.
Did I mess up? Should they be bigger? I mean, those are the ones Dan used, right? I guess that's what I was asking.
Oh, I mean, I always use big bottles. Like I always use the same ones we would use at a gig.
I gotcha.
So it's all right. It's just not used to it.
JT Otto, yes, it was, I believe, the right picture. I mean, it's what was labeled, you know. It was indeed Cleopatra giving Jesus a George Foreman grill. So thank you for that. I feel enriched. Just a reminder, guys, for anyone just jumping in, if you want to get something, we have about 6 donations lined up. So there's a link there if you want to click on that. It's about to appear on Facebook. There it goes. If you click on that, you can get your your request prioritized for as low as $1. Any donation amount will get you whatever you want, and that includes anything that you need a personalized image for. Is totally welcome. That's a picture of your pet, picture of you and a loved one. Sky's the limit, and that form will take you somewhere where you can send us anything you want. If not, we can always look up stuff.
Yep. Google makes our jobs possible.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I'd say what would we do without Google? I mean, we wouldn't be doing as many wacky images. We'd have like a set. Like, these are the things we can do because we remember these.
Unless someone like printed out the image themselves.
Yeah. I mean, you've had people like bring you like they printed it at home and they brought it with them.
Yep.
I always like when people hand me photos and then I try to zoom in on it and I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah. When in your brain is like, I don't understand.
Why doesn't this get bigger when I make the finger thing?
The screen feels like it's unusable.
The screen is terrible on this picture. Okay. All right. So now I'm doing whatever this one is.
That is a superhero from My Hero Academia called Endeavor.
Endeavor. All right.
Which is a cool name. Yes, Sky Kid, we got your request. It's very, very sweet. It's a very good request. You're a very good artist. Like, from the cards you made us to this drawing, like, it's obvious that you're very good at drawing Pokemon, which is all I've seen you draw, so I'm not trying to say you're not good at drawing anything else. It's just, from the, like, 5 Pokemon I've seen, they're very good. Which is, like, I don't know, it makes me happy, because I remember I used to draw, like, when I was growing up, I just drew, like, Garfield and Pokemon.
Look what happened.
Look what happened!
Not only did you become a pancake artist, you made a meme that lives on forever.
Yeah. Garfield was the first thing I remember drawing, though, because there were those, like, really thin, horizontal Garfield comic books, and in one of them it had a How to Draw Garfield, and I remember being like, whoa, are you saying I could draw Garfield?
What?
Crazy! And I was really good at it. I remember, like, from the first time I did it, I, like, drew it, and it looked pretty good, which, you know, looking back, if I, like, found the drawing, it'd probably be worse than I remember, but at the time, I was just like, whoa! Can't believe I did that.
Thanks, Jim Davis.
Yeah. Everly Dalton says, I draw and do art, but I don't think I can do pancakes, though. I mean, it's always worth a shot. I drew and did art before and had never done pancake art and tried it and just taught myself how to do it because I didn't think the Dancakes guys would answer if I tried reaching out. And I, you know, they were rough for sure, but anything you try for the first time is going to be hard and awkward. You don't know what you're doing.
Fun.
They were fun. And I did it like a zillion times in a row because I was having fun with it. The trick is to find something that you don't mind screwing up at over and over and over and over because it's more fun than it is excruciating, and that for me is art.
That's a good metaphor for life in general.
Yeah.
Just find something that you don't mind screwing up over and over again.
Uh-huh. Right. Something that's more fun than, ow, my heart hurts, I can't do anything right.
Yeah, that's always a tough one.
Like, I could get really good at basketball, maybe, but I don't like basketball enough to, like, practice for 3 hours a day and get really tired and get really disheartened. Art's different, you know?
I feel that.
You find something that you just have this, like...
Urge.
Yeah. You have this leaning towards. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused. Like, a lot of people think that because someone has a leaning towards something means that they're good at it from birth, you know? Like, oh, I could never do art. I wasn't born artistic.
Nobody is.
Right. And it's always like, no, it's not about whether or not you could do it from the get-go. It's about whether or not you were attracted to failing in it and working hard and still failing, and then 10 years later you're still failing, but you can't get enough
better
for some reason. Yeah.
Failing in a more attractive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think about one of the. I'm a golfer. Like I whenever I was a kid, like I wanted to be a professional golfer. Like, and then I got into music, and that's how I ended up looking and being where I am today. Anyways, I always think about Ben Hogan. He's one of the greatest golfers that ever lived, and he wasn't that good. Like, I mean, he was good. He was professional, but like, he was just a club professional for the longest time, and he just practiced. He loved to practice, and that was like, he woke up and he practiced, and like that was what he did, and he just wanted to figure out how to perfect his swing, and he ended up becoming one of the greats, probably the greatest, if it weren't for a terrible car accident that nearly killed him and kept him from playing.
Yikes.
Yeah, he oddly enough, the thing that saved his life was a selfless moment where he actually he put himself over his wife to protect her, and his side of the car actually is what got crushed.
Wow.
So he would have died if he hadn't have done that.
Wow. That's insane. I would just like to, not to detract from that story, but Nicole Jordan on YouTube says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
I could not agree more.
Thank you for being brave enough to say it.
We were all thinking it.
We were all we were all thinking it.
But only you.
Nicole, I have no idea why you said that, but I hope it doesn't seem like we're making fun. It's just, I just love that someone is just counting in the comments. Good. We all need a reminder. It's funny, you don't usually see all the numbers laid out like that, like typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then through 9, and having them like left to right. You don't see it like that, usually, you know? You usually just see one at a time. I don't know what the 12's about, but then yeah, YB10 also on YouTube then commented 13 ? And I agree. What's next?
What is 13?
13, I have this funny relationship with numbers where 3, for a lot of people, is a lucky number, including most of my family, because it's a big, like, religious, like, Christian number. And so that's their lucky number, but I never liked 3. 4 is my lucky number. And for a lot of people...
explains so much.
Why? Why is that?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay. For some reason, the way you said that, I thought there was going to be like a specific...
No, I like to do that where
Oh, you just...
where people are just like, I'm like this for whatever reason. I'm like, oh, that explains so much, and it's like, but it
screws with their head so much.
It doesn't explain anything. I'm just being dumb.
Amazing. But then 13 is one that obviously that's like one, probably besides 666, that's like the most notorious, like, unlucky number is 13. And I like 13 because the 1 and the 3 and 13, if you add them together, it makes 4, and that's my lucky number. So I like 13. People
Yeah.
don't. My apartment building, I just moved out of it, but it was an old hotel, and it didn't have a 13th floor, like a lot of buildings built 100 years ago.
Yeah, that's always weird.
Don't. It just goes from 12th to 14th. So even though it said there were 17 floors, technically there were only 16.
Oh.
Which is so silly. It's so funny. Like, we sit around and we say that humans are like rational creatures and that like the world, you know, exists on rational rules, and then we have like entire cultures who just are like, you know what? 13, this has an arbitrary connotation that I'm going to tie to it so hard that we can't even acknowledge it when counting.
It's bad because.
Because. It's just funny to me. Everly said, y'all take pictures of the final product and post it on the web page, right? LOL, can't remember. I think y'all said that at the beginning of the live. Yes, that's exactly what we do.
That is correct. They will be here in the next, tomorrow or the day after. We will post them all on the website, and we will shoot an email to all the people who donated, and then you can go and grab your picture and do whatever you want with it. It's yours. All right.
Yeah.
Almost done with this guy.
Bruce, that's a cool take. I'm sorry, is it our Bruce? Because, like, there's something about... I hope I'm saying... I'm hoping Bruce is your name because there's our Bruce. I'm just going to call you Bruce. If that's not okay, just let me know. But 13 is my family's lucky number, and I like it because if you put it together, it makes the letter B. That's actually really cool. I like that kind of thinking. Like, it does form a B, doesn't it? What's your lucky number, Ben?
Ooh, what is my lucky number? Wow, I've never given this nearly enough thought, I think.
That surprises me, honestly.
I mean, I'm not a particularly, I guess, superstitious, I tend not to think in those terms. I mean, I knock on wood a lot, but that's just silly,
I like 4 and 9. Well, and it's funny too because I feel like I was kind of forced to have one because I think I've talked a little bit about this on the stream and stuff before, but I always mess up the pronunciation of the word. It's synesthetic, I think.
Oh, synesthesia?
Yeah, I'm...
Is that where you use words in place of other words because your brain?
No, that's something else.
Oh.
Synesthesia is when you have it manifests in a lot of different ways, but one of the ways it manifests is that you have assigned irrational pairs in your head. So for me, all of my colors have a tied personality and color, and it's been that way since I was in kindergarten. And I get frustrated when I see either letters or numbers in colors that I don't have them assigned in my head. If I saw a purple 8 or something, I'd be like, what the hell?
Interesting.
I don't like it. And yeah, Xavier said you can see color. That's very intense synesthesia. That's not me. I don't have any visual hallucinations, if that's what you'd call them. But
where people can see music.
Yeah, so it manifests in a ton of ways. I would say that I'm mildly synesthetic in that way. That's I thought everyone did this, and I remember I brought it up to my sister who's in psychology, and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, doesn't everyone assign, behaviors to numbers? And she was like, what are you talking about? No one does that. And I was like, oh. But so for me, numbers have always had intrinsic meaning, and 4 has always been the number that represents good. And so that's always been my lucky number for that reason. Because it's why else would you have what other number could be better? Yeah, Skykid said see sounds and hear colors. I've never heard of... Oh, wait, yeah. See sounds and hear colors, yeah. That's definitely not me, but I remember I read a novel about someone who had that before, and it sounds really, really interesting. I think that's really, really intense. That's the highest level of that sort of...
Final form.
The final form of synesthesia, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I talk about it at a decent amount. I've researched it a decent amount, but there's something about the combo of letters that screws me up. It's kind of like when you try to spell necessary.
Oof.
You think you know how to do it, and then you go to, and you're like, ah.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully this one looks okay. I will freely admit I'm feeling mighty rusty.
Yeah, I mean, it's forgivable for sure. We like I've been saying, we're an events company, and then events obviously went out the window everywhere. And so we were going from months straight of travel, you know, like 20 days out of the month gone, city after city after city in the course of a week or two, to no events. So this is helping us keep us a little on track.
Yep.
Nice. So there you go.
All right.
Thank you so much.
There you are.
For your donation.
And let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace a little bit. Having these small bottles, I think, is
that screwing you up?
a little bit, just because I'm so used. I'm like I've never done a live event with small bottles.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. This next one is for Daniel, I believe.
All right, Daniel. That's my last name. Your first name is my last name.
Whoa. JT Otto said, watching this while working on art commissions myself, LOL, I feel that. All I've been doing the last week or so has been working on like ode art and commission stuff, like my own stuff, not Dancakes, and just listening to whatever the hell I can find on the internet. You gotta, especially when it's something that you're not like extremely enthused about making, you need that like background noise. So I'm glad we can be your background noise. Yeah. Because that's kind of an honor to me, because it's hard for me to find quality background noise, something that keeps you engaged but not distracted, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty terrible with that. Like, I tend to, like, I don't really, like, I try to think whenever I'm working on the website or anything like that, I don't really listen to music or anything. I tend to just go for silence. Because like anything other, because like I can't, having something else going on, like I'm gonna end up focusing on that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Xavier, yes, that's a great way to put it. Xavier on YouTube says, for me, going back to synesthesia stuff, it's like September and 9 go so perfectly together, and it's the 9th month. And I get that it's the 9th month, but the fact that it is the 9th month is so pleasing. Yes. You just summed it up. Yeah, it's the kind of thing where it's like things click, and they click in a way, for me it's visual. Like for me, September is gold, and like the word September is gold, and like the concept of it is gold, and then 9 is like a salmon color, but like kind of like a salmon or like a gold. Sometimes the numbers have 2 colors, and so yeah, for me it goes really well together too, and because it's the 9th month, it works. I kind of feel the same way like about October, which is my birth month. The fact that October is the 10th month doesn't work for me, and I get frustrated, which is annoying because it's my birth month and my favorite month. But yeah, that's hilarious. Another one for me is that like April's my favorite month, and it's the 4th month, and that makes me incredibly happy. But yeah, or I remember a really specific one was I have a friend named Anna, and she lives in Germany. And so when I talk to her on Snapchat, her name in my contacts is Anna, A-N-N-A, and then it's the lion emoji, and then it's because she's a redhead, so that's just kind of an inside joke. And then there's the German flag, which is red, gold, and black. And in my head, A is red, and N is gold. And because her name is A-N-N-A, it's red and gold. And then the lion is gold, and then the German flag is gold and red, and the Snapchat logo is gold, and so I lose my mind every time she Snapchats me. So cool. I'm glad you said it like that, because that's exactly it. And it's fun because it's like there have been times in my life when it gets annoying. Like I remember I freaked out when my apartment was 804, which I can say because I don't live there anymore. I lived in an apartment 804, and that freaked me out because 8 plus 4 is 12, and the 1 and 2 and 12 makes 3, and 3 is a bad number for me. And so I did all this math to try to find out how to get away from a bad number, and I couldn't get anything to work. My address had 2, 7, and 5 in it, and 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 5 is 14, and the 1 and 4 and 14 makes 5, and 5 for me is a bad number too. It actually represents embarrassment, like the concept embarrassment. So I was like, no, my place I live is bad and embarrassing.
Yes, that's the embarrassing part.
Yes, this was a whole thing. So I don't know if this interests anyone else, but it's really fun when you talk to someone about this. It's fun when you talk to someone about this who gets it or they don't get it. Either one is a different experience because you either get people who are like, yes, like C is golden yellow. It's no or maybe orange, but no other color. And D is green. And then you get other people who are just like, what are you talking about?
Y'all speaking gibberish.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've had mine since I was a really little kid. So that's the fun with that. Look up synesthesia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I get it's like synthesia. It's just one of those words I have trouble pronouncing.
It sounds right, and I mean, it just means that you've read it. That you read.
I don't hear people talk about it. Yeah, so I don't hear it said out loud a lot.
All right.
Skykid says because oct means 8. So 10 month is discombobulating. I don't think about it like that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, now that you mention it, I feel like October being on the 8th would work better for me because 8 for me in my head is kind of a beige color and October in my head is more like an orange color, and those are closer than like 10 for me, which is like a red or white, and that doesn't match October. So that would work better for me, but not because of any Latin suffixes. Not because of that. I don't think that hard. I just feel it out. None of it is like rooted in anything.
I'm trying to think, like I know I've got plenty of weird stuff. I'm just like, I'm failing to, like, I mean, other than like ASMR, which seems like everybody's claiming that one now.
It's not everybody. I will say you're like one of the only people I've met who understands it. Hank still thinks it's something else.
Yeah, like, Diva's like, you can't tell me those videos aren't sexual, and I'm like, they're not.
Yeah,
like,
that's not.
That's not even like.
Hank thinks that too.
And I can understand like how that assumption could come to be, but
it's an auditory experience.
It's not, like, for me, it's not even auditory. Like it is. That is a trigger for sure. But it's like I've tried to try to figure out what it's like when something is happening that for whatever reason your brain's like, this is happening, but it doesn't really make sense, but it's like a benign thing, you know? But it could be something that makes total sense. Like one thing that tends to be a trigger for me is like at events, if somebody, like if they have like a photographer at the events, I think I've told you this one, there's a photographer there and they start snapping pictures, but like with a legit camera with like a legit shutter, it's making, you know, the like, and they're just like in there and the shutter's going off and stuff.
Oh yeah, you've told me this one.
Yeah, like you can almost guarantee like I'm having a like I've got head tingles going on, and it actually makes it difficult to concentrate, because it's like it's a very weird, like, also Adderall gives me ASMR.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'd never taken Adderall before. I take ADHD medication, but not Adderall. I take a modafinil. It's a non-stimulant medication, and I've always been kind of afraid of taking stimulants.
I'm on a stimulant right now, and I'm not a fan so far.
Yeah, and so but my girlfriend takes Adderall, prescription. But she gave, I took.
What's the implication? You're sneaking it to her?
No, I mean, it's like a lot of people take Adderall, like, don't have a prescription.
Yeah.
And like technically, I guess I don't either. She had one of the like fast acting ones, and I took a quarter of one, so it was like almost nothing. I was just trying to, because I had something I had to get done, and it actually made it worse. Because like within a half hour, like I had like nothing was happening that was unusual, but all of a sudden I just had these crazy head tingles that lasted for
Weird.
about 2 hours, which is about how long that lasts.
Oh, here we go. It's Endeavor. Neat. Neat.
Looks like kind of looks like Varric from Legend of Korra. You probably.
No, not yet. Oh, really quick, Steven. Okay, so Steven says, I appreciate you. I see your art. It's awesome and wonderful. Thanks for being here. Much love from Oregon. Thank you so much. Just minor correction. This is actually Ben that you're seeing on screen. Dan takes Saturdays and Sundays off when he can. So I totally get the mix-up. The only difference between Ben and Dan is Ben has curly hair on top. Besides that, y'all are pretty much the same from the eyebrows down.
Yeah, when Dan's about a foot taller than I.
Yeah, but they don't have that context. But thank you so much for the kind words. We're glad that we can be here to entertain y'all and talk with you guys and hang out.
Yeah.
So I hope that didn't seem like pedantic of me. I just wanted to make that correction because we get that a lot. It's funny because if you ever like watch our podcast, you'll learn how quickly we all just kind of look like each other, and that's me included. Ever since I got glasses, because at least like 3 out of 4 of us have glasses, a beard.
And now you just gotta grow a beard.
I do. Honestly, if I could grow a beard, I would totally try it, but I don't have that option, so I just shave my head instead.
There you go. I'm working my way through different facial hair styles at this point.
Sick.
I mean, I had the douchebag goatee for a while there,
Nice.
and you remember that. That's the one where you have a goatee but they're not connected.
Yeah.
Uh,
Honestly, I don't notice when you guys I don't really notice too much when you mix up your facial hair because I know one thing Hank does all the time is I'll be like, hey, you're or he'll be like, how's this, my hair look? Because we're about to go on camera. And I'm like, looks fine. Then he looks in the mirror and goes, what are you talking about? And the man's got like a quarter inch of hair. And he's like, ugh, or his beard or something, or he'll say he looks scruffy. And I'll be like, you look the same as always. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's almost like a role reversal because I do something with my hair and all of you guys are like, oh, wow, Dana looks so good. And then you guys do something different. I'm like, I don't see a difference. And the old stereotype is that's usually guys who are doing that.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't notice the girl's haircut, but you guys are always like, I'm mixing up my facial hair. And honestly, I don't notice too much of a difference.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your face that you're going to look at a lot, you know?
I can't look at my face. What are you talking about?
I mean, well, you know what I mean. When you look at your face, you're going to be the most analytical of it.
Yeah. Just to say, I just shaved the chin part off, so now I've just got a mustache and a little soul patch, little flavor saver.
I can't say that it doesn't look different at all. I guess I just don't. Yeah, I don't really process it as much.
Yeah, it's not dramatically different.
The only thing that scares me is when Dan shaves his beard.
Well, that's coming too.
It is?
Yeah.
Is he shaving it?
No. I'm gonna
Oh.
at some point here, I'm gonna end up shaving mine just because why not?
Have I seen you clean shaven?
No, none of you have ever seen my top lip.
What? Ooh, spicy.
Yeah.
Tune in next week to see Ben's top lip or whenever. Yeah, Xavier, going back to your comment a while ago, it's nothing to do with grammar, it's just a feeling. Yes, absolutely. Sky Kid said my brain is over analytical, so it's constantly trying to process info.
I gotta scoot this over, huh? Of course I made this. Sky Kid's too big. Get off there. Get off. Ah, no.
Sticky.
Stick boy. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Oh, our Bruce Kerr said, Endeavor looked wicked. Thanks, Ben. Keep up the fantastic work.
Doing what I can with what I have.
Y'all are so kind today. Thank you. You guys are always kind. I love doing these live streams. You guys are so nice. We've got a good audience today. Like a large audience.
You like that?
Sky Kid said, Ben, a mirror to see yourself. I'm dead. Like, yeah, Ben, you could see your face in a mirror. Got him!
Throwing shade. Oh, I'm just showing.
I'm gonna take this time to, speaking of which, I'm gonna take this time to show all of you guys while Ben does this. I guess you can see me in the top corner. I might switch to the wide really quickly.
You can switch.
Okay.
They'll still get me in the top. They'll still get my hand.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to the wide really quickly. Hope that's all right, y'all. But I need to show this. So one of the coolest parts about being like, I don't know, I guess, are we online personality? Whatever you want to call us. Like,
we've been hired as influencers before, so like.
Yeah, just content makers who, you know, we try to like put ourselves out there and be like, hey, look, we're silly buffoons, woo. You know, you wanted a circus and we're the clowns. But like one of the cool parts is that, you know, as very already evident from the live stream and you guys being as nice as you are, we have a lot of really great fans who are really wonderful and warm and kind and just nice and, you know, send us stuff. And I know it makes my month whenever we get like fan mail or fan art or just a letter, you know, even just you guys in the live stream saying how much you like being here and hanging out means the world. And Sky Kid, who is on here right now on YouTube watching, and by the way, Sky Kid, I can't imagine you feel this way, but if for any reason you don't want me showing this, just say something. I figured that this would be fine because you send it to us and you talk about it in the stream all the time. But Skylar, a big fan of ours and a regular in our live streams, wrote us all like feel better letters because we were talking a few weeks ago about how like burnt out, a little overworked we've been trying to like keep the company going with everything going on. So we got these really, really sweet letters and drawings, and they're personalized, and Dan, Ben, and I all got one. And yeah, Sky Kid, I'm gonna assume this is fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but so this is what Sky Kid drew me. See, you guys think we're the artists, but this is a drawing of me with a Squirtle, which makes me so happy, and I actually kind of got emotional looking at it last week. I was just like punched in the heart by how cute this is. Ben got this Pikachu in what I think is the Smash outfit, like the Super Smash Bros. Like wrestler Pikachu outfit. And then Dan, by the way, these are all our favorite Pokemon, and Sky Kid asked what our favorite Pokemon were. And then Dan got Lucario and what's his name? The little one, I forget his name.
I'm so the wrong person to ask.
It's like Rue something. Do.
Okay, I'm gonna knock this one out.
Raiolus, that's it. And all of this delivered in an envelope with Raichu on it. Yes, sorry, Sky Kid, Pikachu Libre. So these are fantastic and extremely sweet. And I'm gonna go back to the overhead because I know that's why y'all are here. But ooh, nice colors so far. But yeah, these made my week, Skylar. These are so. Oh, Riolu? I don't know exactly. Yeah, Xavier, like Squirtle is one of my favorites. Actually, Squirtle is my favorite. But yeah, they're just sweet. They're just like, hey guys, you know, like even when things are hard, you know, just remember like people love you. Remember your favorite Pokemon. Y'all are great. And I died seeing these. So Skylar, thank you so much. I just needed to highlight those again. Again, if you watch our Joy of Pancakes from Wednesday, and if you want me to, I'm happy to like find the timestamp so you don't have to root through all of it, but I did stand in front of the camera for a while and talk about it, so you could probably find it pretty easily. I just like screamed about how cute these were while Dan was making pancakes. So I'm just gonna do it again because anyone who sends us anything, I'm not gassing any of this up. If anything, I'm probably restraining myself a little bit because seeing this stuff just makes my whole entire year, basically. So these are very near and dear to me. And Skylar, thank you so much. These are so sweet. Dan thought the same. You can see his reaction in the other video. Ben said it a little bit, but you were
Yeah.
saying when I showed you the other day, we were all talking about how nice they were. And
It is really cool. I really appreciate it.
so, and it was just like us on the streaming, like, man, we're tired and burnt out. And Sky Kid's just like, I want to write you guys letters. And then 2 weeks later, we got little letters in the mail.
Okay, now I got that done. This blue's not too dark. It's pretty saturated blue.
Sorry.
It's all right. I should have been more involved in making my colors.
That's okay. I messed. I think it's because I'm the one out of all of us. Like maybe you and I are tied, but I've mixed the least. So not only in one of the ones that Dan did recently did I forget to put erythritol in the batter, but I mixed them too dark, and Dan just like couldn't use them. Like I mean, you know, you could argue that he could have made do, but it made him mad. He was like, "Ah, these are too dark," and so to see that I did it again is annoying. But I'm not very practiced at using the Dancakes colors in the batter.
Yeah, I think the small bottles make it difficult too, because you can't. All right, so let's.
Oh, Sky Kid, please! Sky Kid said I'll send more in the near future. I will take literally all the art you want to make us. Danger Mouse. Nice. Looks really good. Michelle, how did these not burn? These do not burn because the temperature is very low for what you typically expect with pancakes. So with typical pancakes, you'd probably cook around 350, 400. On these pancakes, we keep the griddle to a very cool, about 215 degrees, maybe 220. Maybe a little warmer, but if anything, we'll be turning it down every once in a while if we're going higher than something like 225.
Yeah, yep, somewhere between like 2 and 250. Definitely, you got about 10 minutes before like you got to really be like, oh no, they're gonna burn.
Yeah, you could. I've made pancakes that have taken me a long time and then turned up the heat to cook them and then like used the bathroom and come back because like you can. Sky Kid says how much art? I mean, if you feel the art bug and you want to draw stuff, then obviously no pressure, but like you can't bug us with it, you know? Like anytime anyone writes us anything or gives us any letters or what have you, like I don't know, I don't want to say anything like super cliche, but like it just makes it all feel worth it, you know? Like we're working our butts off here to try to keep this company afloat. We don't know if we'll be here in 6 months with everything going on right now. And just like these live streams I know are like my favorite part of the week work-wise, because everyone's just in the comments saying how much they like and they're enjoying the stream and they enjoy hanging out and they enjoy seeing the art. And you know, just this stream alone, we've been called a light in the darkness, and it's just cool, you know? And so if anyone's ever like, man, I just appreciate those Dancakes guys, I'm gonna send them art. You could send me ketchup on a napkin in the mail and I'd cry. Like, I'd just be like, look at our fans. We have the best fans. I just become
Look at all this ketchup on this napkin.
I just become a very supportive, like, mother, I guess. I don't know. There's something about, like, art and, like, people writing letters that, like, punches me in the heart, kind of. Next month, I'm having more birthday cards being made and requests. I'll have you guys in the list. Cool, Sky Kid. If you want a reason, for any reason, again, no pressure, but my birthday is October 19th. So if you need a reason, there's one. Also, Ben, your birthday was
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I never
thanks.
said anything.
That's all right.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't like advertising.
Yeah. I don't think you were here either.
I wasn't
here. I felt sick that day because my cousin's birthday is the 25th too, and I didn't forget. I just stayed in bed all day.
Yeah, I've mostly been working from home because most of my work is involved website stuff, honest. I mean, it's you know, it's a website, so like it's never actually done, but there's trying to get to a place where it can be more on autopilot and I don't have to work on it so much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, happy belated.
Thanks.
I'm not great at remembering people's birthday. I guess
Oh.
my hope is that just people don't get offended because I tend to be that person who's like, I literally thought about messaging you all day, but I got overwhelmed. So happy 2 days later.
I could care less, honestly. Like
Aw, you and Xavier share a birthday.
nice.
The person I've been talking to about synesthesia.
Yeah,
Happy belated.
I'm not particularly like. I'm past the point where anything like cool is gonna happen because of my age. So
That's so pessimistic.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, other than my insurance going down, but that's about it. Like,
Nice.
And but even then, like, it's not a lot. It's not like whenever you turn 25. That's the big one. When you turn 25, holy smokes!
I'm getting there. By the way, Ben, so when you updated the website viewing thing, we got inundated with those donations, so I got distracted. Would you want me to replace the stuff on the story?
I mean, if you got a sec.
Yeah. I can do that. The link is still the same, I imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just fixed the embed on the website. For whatever reason, decided it didn't want to work.
I'm gonna test it really quick, just in case. Ow.
Let's see here.
Looks like it's working. Cool. Neat. Ben's Skykid says Ben's in his 500s. He's a vamp twin. Looks young for his age. A vamp twin? Like a vampire twin? Or was that vampire but a typo?
I'll take either one.
Aw, Skykid says belated birthday card for Ben. What would you like?
Oh,
Ben, think.
I don't know.
You're on the spot.
I don't need anything. World peace?
Ow. I scratched the back of my neck and now it's bleeding.
Don't do that.
I know, it was an accident. Just draw Ben as a vampire.
That's a good one, yeah.
Also, Skykid said, I have a great book on Pokemon, more Squirtles for Dana. That's what I like to hear. I wish I had like a second favorite Pokemon I could give you. I just like Pokemon in general. Squirtle is my favorite.
I just never got into it. It's weird too. I've mentioned it before, but like I am like the perfect age to be into Pokemon. Like I was present like in the beginning, like during its like absolute peak, when every kid with a Game Boy. I didn't have a Game Boy though, so I guess that's where.
Huh. Really quick, Michelle says, I hope you guys got some great donations to keep the lights on. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We have gotten a great number of extremely generous donations today. And we're only about an hour in. So you guys are incredible. Seriously. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We've been kind of floored by the generosity we see in these live streams. And this week is not just no exception, but like I would say especially. This is like the most we've been given this quickly in a few weeks. And it's crazy that we've done this like 20 times in a row or something now. And it's like people are still giving and giving quite a bit. You guys are fantastic. It's seriously like, I mean, I guess I'm not in charge of the finances but from what I've gathered, this has made the difference about whether or not we've been able to keep.
It literally usually ends up being about enough to pay our power bill.
Nice.
So quite literally keeping the lights on.
Nice. Nice.
And that's about all we can, that's about all we can hope for at this point. Like
Uh-huh.
we're
Just coasting.
Yeah, at this point our goal is we're just trying not to lose too much money.
Yep.
I think we're trying to stay about where we were when this started, which so far we're not doing half bad at it.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for the timing, because if this would have happened like beginning of 2019 versus 2020, like I don't know if it would have been able to happen, because 2019 was a huge year for us, like events wise and work wise, and 2020 was supposed to be even bigger, which is kind of like this whole tragedy in and of itself. Like 2020 was going to be our year, and it was for like 2 months. Like, I mean, the last thing I did was work in New York and go on Good Morning America, and then also work for Nutella in Grand Central Station. Like, we were doing these huge events so casually.
And the last thing I did was go out to Lucasfilms with Jenny and do a Star Wars video for their YouTube show. And like, and then like last October I did the commercial for Hardee's, and just like...
We were working more with Premier League, like going to these massive televised events. Yeah, no, things were really building up, and then just gone, just gone overnight. And I mean overnight. I remember my last event, I think, was March 12th, which in hindsight was like too late. We should have all been quarantined, but no one was doing anything yet, other than being like, I think it's in St. Louis, maybe. And it just all stopped. And it's, there's an inherent like bittersweetness to it, because yes, it was supposed to be our year. It was supposed to be literally the week everything started shutting down, we were going to announce the Griddles. Like, we were talking with an ad agency to like push our new Dancakes kit, and then just completely the world got in the way. Oh, here we go, Squirtle.
Yeah, literally while we were,
nice.
Jenny and I were in San Francisco, they closed the city while we were there.
Yeah, we were wondering if we were gonna get you back then.
Yeah, because they were like, it was supposed to be a 2-day shoot, and then so Jenny and I got there super early, like it was an all day, like it was supposed to be like 2 12-hour shoots, and they were like, and we were about an hour in, and they're like, and I was the only one making the pancakes at that point, and which was weird. We thought we were both going to be like, but anyways, yeah, they were like, yeah, we've got to be out of here by midnight, and we can't come back.
Woo!
So
like, you guys had a massive work day, didn't you?
Yeah, we literally went from like, we got there at like, we got there before Starbucks opened.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Starbucks is open.
And we left at midnight.
Sky Kid said, Squirtle, my younger bro's going to like it. Thanks, Ben. And then turtle emoji, and then gift emoji, and clap emoji. Yeah, Sky Kid, thank you so much for, always being here to not only watch, but, I said this last week too, but like, you're always entering the stream and being like, I'm getting my friend or brother or whoever a gift. It's just, you seem like an extremely charitable person, and like, you've got a big heart. And I hope your brother likes it.
Better. Tell him I said he better like it.
Ben is threatening that he better love it. Okay, cool. I know I said this already, but the link is working now, so cool beans. So, I have not checked since we got that wall of donations coming in, but I wonder... Yeah, we do have another one.
Nice. Can't get these... Gotta get these goggles the same size. It's hot. Why am I touching it? Dana, why did I touch the griddle?
Not sure. Sky Kid says, my bros have done so much for me, and when a birthday comes, that's the time to share how much they mean to me. Aw. That is very sweet of you. So, Courtney, we just got your donation. So I will talk about that donation when we get to it.
Alright, yep. Finish up this one here.
Aw, she's such a cutie. Says, Ben, don't be bullying my younger bro. He's an angel. I guess because you said he better like it.
Yeah, he probably is. Ah, shoot. Tell you what, I definitely need to be doing pancakes more often.
Yeah.
This is my intuition feels lacking.
I mean, I don't blame you. Out of everybody, like, I know I definitely dropped off the pancake game really hard because Dan started taking over content as I started taking the reins harder on social media. 'Cause social media was all we had left for a second. You know, obviously that, and like, when I say social media, I do count website, I think, but I guess it's not, because we had social media and we had website, and you know, so Dan took over content. So Ben and I have been out of the saddle, and Ben probably even more so than me, because I've actually done a few of the last few streams, but you're just sort of starting to get back into it.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, geez, like since regular, like I guess even I haven't really regularly made pancakes since really the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's been regular, you know.
Not even not content or anything. Which don't want to do that anymore.
What?
Oh, just not making content and pancakes and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Because like, yeah, I feel like if we do ever start doing events again, like I don't want to go out there being all rusty. Still want to be at the top of my game.
You know, I know you said that this doesn't super align with how you like to handle art typically, but if you want to make one of these glow up posts, Dan just did really well.
Oh yeah, no, I've definitely thought about it.
That's a fun way. That's a fun way to like work on your skills while also having a bit of a head start, you know, because you literally have a reference and you can like.
Dan didn't really have much of a reference.
Dan so did. That's obviously Captain America. If you guys want to see something amazing, if you're on, you know what, I'm just going to drop the link for it. What we're talking about is, so one thing we've started doing, I think it started with me, because like I know that was something I started doing, was like remaking my old pancakes, because I started pancaking about 4 years ago. Like from the very start, like the very first time I made pancakes was almost exactly 4 years ago. And obviously my first ones were not amazing because pancake art is really hard, and or at least going complex with it, it's really hard. And so, of course, it's going to be a little shaky at first, and I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing, and I have to figure out bottle control and, you know, how to cook it right and stuff like that. And so I just find it really fun to remake old stuff to mark my progress, because what makes it more obvious than, you know, here's a pancake I made a year ago versus now, or 4 years ago versus now. It just brings out all of the improvement. And what I found is that people really, really liked seeing that. You know, I think our most liked posts have been the comparisons. Like, here's a pancake I made in 2016 versus 2020. And we just posted one with Dan remaking a Captain America he made in, get this, 2013. Just a whole
lifetime.
7 years ago, 7+ years ago at this point, probably.
It was at the beginning. This is at the diner.
It was at the diner. Dancakes wasn't even a thing yet. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that link because I think it's worth looking at. Maybe open a separate tab and then search this up. But there's that link. But yeah, those are definitely my favorites to look at and like compare. It's a good feeling, you know, like we were talking about earlier, how you want to pick something, like something you want to improve at. It should just be something that you don't mind screwing up in and like besting yourself over and over. And for me, that's been art. And so my favorite thing to do is to, whatever kind of art it is, just try to one-up myself. And yeah, Dan made the world's most awkward-looking Captain America on a pancake. Just looks very,
He's doing his best.
He was doing his best with what he had. And I'm in no way making fun of it, because even though it looks ridiculous, like, it was the best he could do. He was using drip cuts, which, if I'm going to cut to the wide shot really quick, if you look on the right side of the screen, right above the doctor in at Dr. Dancake, that's a drip cut. That's the thing that they use in the back of diners to pour circular pancakes, because you fill it with batter, and then you open the little door by pushing on the handle, and then, yeah, so he was using that to draw. And again, if you click on that link, you can see what the result of that was, because I got Dan better tips, so.
Yeah. I mean, and it got us Dancakes.
Okay, Ben, this is an amazing question. Skykid said, Gliscor is a bat-like scorpion creature, and Gengar is a ghost type. What does Ben relate to most for his card?
Okay, wait. Say that one more time. I need to...
That's okay. Gliscor is a bat-like scorpion creature, and Gengar is a ghost type. Which does Ben relate to most? Bat-like scorpion, ghost.
I want to say bat-like scorpion just because, like... But, like,
Ooh, Gliscor is cool. Looks like this.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Gliscor. That's a cool one. Generation 4? Why do I not recognize that one? Huh. Also, Skykid, feel free to surprise me with whatever Pokemon. Like, it can be Squirtle. Obviously, I love Squirtle, but if there's one that you're just like, you know what? Dana really reminds me of a... then do it. I'm artist's choice. Go crazy. Skykid said, I saw those pics. Those were the good old days. Now Dr. Dan and team have come so far. Sunglasses emoji. Thank you, Skykid. I agree. Linda said, LOL, it's Pororo. I sent an easier picture. Haha, my toddler is so excited. Thanks, guys. Shout out to Mila, please. Yeah, I just Googled something for Ben. I hope the picture I chose is okay. But Mila, I hope that you like this a lot. It's a very cute request. And I imagine it's a show you like, so I hope you like your pancake of it.
I will endeavor to do my best. Excuse me.
I don't know if we've ever made a Pororo pancake before. So
Pororo. I don't know.
Pororo.
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 I don't know what
I'm
that
sure
is.
Mila knows how to pronounce it. She knows more about Pororo than us. But thank you for the very special request. I don't think we've ever gotten that before.
Alright.
Gliscor is one of my faves, says Skykid. I'll try my best to capture the features, and for Dana, it sounds like you like water types. Yeah, I like water and dragon and flying, so any of that. I'm not picky. But I do like water.
Alright. Good old George Foreman grill.
Nice. I haven't seen a comment from, was it AJ Otto, I think the name was? Well, AJ... that was your name. I believe that was your name. I hope you like that.
You'll get an email of it. If you had to bail, you'll get to see it later. All right. Courtney's daughter. That's next.
Yeah. All right, Courtney. Yeah, we've got your request. And Courtney said, my daughter is 3 and has a track that's being removed soon. We are so excited.
But she's excited too.
Well, congrats. I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like, you know, not exactly sure what that means. Is that like a trachea?
Trach tube.
Oh, oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's in the picture.
Gotcha. Well, I am very, very happy for you and her. I'm glad to hear that. Sounds like things are going well. And I hope she likes her pancake.
She better.
By the way, guys, I think that the one we're on right now is our last donation. So again, if you're just chilling out and watching, there's a chance that you could get a free request, but donations will be prioritized. I'd say we have time for 2 more tops. So I just dropped that link. If you click on that, oh wait a minute, that's don't click on that link. That's the one to the Captain America I was talking about. Let me get the right link for the request donation form. So sorry about that. Ignore that. There we go. That second link is if you want to submit any donation as low as $1. Doesn't have to be much at all. Just any amount that you donate and then use that form to submit your request. We will prioritize whatever you want us to make. That can include personal pictures of whatever you want. That can be, you know, like the one we're doing right now is from Courtney, and she wanted her daughter. So obviously we need a picture for that, and so that's how she sent it to us, was through that form. So if you want anything personalized or just a request of your favorite character, what have you, but have it be done for sure and prioritized, then go ahead and click that link. Again, that's any donation amount. All of it is super, super, super appreciated beyond words. This has actually been a really remarkably generous stream this time around. Like, they're always generous, but today has been extra giving, and so we appreciate all of you guys so, 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 so much.
I know I'm kind of quiet over here, guys. I'm concentrating. Probably too much.
You're fine. I hope I'm not being too chatty, Kathy. Oh, Melissa Reeves on Facebook says, "Have you ever done Mickey Mouse? It's my first time watching."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because Mickey Mouse, more than any of the other stuff we do, like if you asked somebody who's not a pancake artist to do like special pancakes, what are they gonna do? They're gonna do the Mickey Mouse ears. You know, a lot of people say like, oh, you know, like we're making pancakes and we're like, oh, I can only do Mickey Mouse ears. And so Mickey Mouse is a fun one because it's kind of like, oh, this isn't your grandma's Mickey Mouse pancakes. So we've totally done, we actually worked for Disney quite a bit, doing pancake art. So
it's one of the first ones I learned how to do was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, which makes sense because that's like, Mickey Mouse is one of the, like there's a few requests. So for anyone who's not familiar with how we did this back when events existed, is we would go and set up a pancake art station, which is just a table with griddles on it. And a lot of the events were like 2 artists. So, you know, say Ben and I set up griddles next to each other. And then it's a first come, first serve. People can walk up and ask for whatever they want. And it's the event was always paying for us to be there. So it was free to anyone who walked up. And so you're trying to get through a bunch of people and make them whatever they want without keeping people waiting too long. Typically an event pace that we try to keep is about 5 minutes per. And so with that, when you start to have repeat requests that, you know, you're sure to get at least once or twice a month, you try to memorize them. And so Mickey Mouse has always been one that, like, I try to do that without a picture. We have a few like that, like Pikachu is another one for me. Obviously, if it's something like a person, you're going to need a picture, but... Xavier says, maybe I can luck out. If you're able, could I request Nausicaa? Yeah, Xavier, if we don't get any donations, you've been watching for a huge portion of this stream, so I'm sure we could get around to that. But again, I can't, if someone does donate, or 2 people donate, I can't promise that we do, but if we have an opening, I think we could take Nausicaa. That's a really good request. You're talking to a house full of Ghibli fans, so...
Indeed. I haven't seen enough Ghibli, but I've seen enough Ghibli.
To know it's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the boat I'm in. I haven't seen Nausicaa or Princess Mononoke or like a lot of the epic ones that Hank, I'm sure, would...
Howl's Floating Castle.
I've seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
My favorite Ghibli films are... I love Secret World of Arrietty. I cry every time. I don't know, man. There's something about the tone of Ghibli films where nothing crazy even needs to happen. It's just like the music and the atmosphere and the themes. It just breaks me. And that, and probably, you know, normie answer, Spirited Away, because Spirited Away is probably top 5 most beautiful animated movies ever made, period.
Yeah, and it's a normie answer, but it's a real answer, like...
Yeah, it's not normie because it's like a moderately liked film. It's like an excellent film.
Yeah.
It's an obvious answer. Melissa says you probably get SpongeBob a lot too. Yep, for sure. That's another one I try to memorize a decent amount at events.
Lots of SpongeBobs.
Kaylee, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but Kaylee says, can I have one made of what I want? So we are, this is a request live stream, so we are taking requests for sure. But the way this works is that if you donate at the link that I just sent, you will have your request prioritized. You can also send in personal pictures, like Ben right now is making someone's daughter. They clicked on this form and they sent us in an image. So you can do that, but if you're not wanting to donate anything, that's totally fine, but we can't promise that you'll get one. So the last 7, I think, all except for I think 1 pancake have been donations.
Yeah.
So it's, I wouldn't recommend waiting around this time to see if you'll get one, but if you donate as little as $1, we'll make you whatever you want. I hope that answers your question. If you click on that link there, you should be able to get through it. I'd say that at most, like starting right now, we can take 2 donations tops, maybe just 1. So I'm going to go ahead and call this last call on donations. I just sent that link. It should be right there, still near the bottom, for anyone who wants to donate. Really helps us keep the lights on since events aren't a thing anymore, and we appreciate every dime of it. We also just appreciate you guys watching. I don't want to make it sound like we only care about people watching if they're paying, because that's not the case at all. These live streams are my favorite.
Yeah, it regardless, like, yeah, we don't take donations during the Joy of Pancakes and stuff. Like, that's just, so we do it anyways.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I should probably mention that. If you guys want to watch more long-form content, which is, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that most, if not all of you guys have seen our time-lapse videos before. The really sped-up ones where we make stuff like the stuff you see on the back wall, which, you know, took maybe 30 minutes each, and it's really detailed, and there's lots of colors mixed for it. We do a long-form stream where you can watch in real time that kind of stuff being made, and that happens on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's called The Joy of Pancakes, and while we don't take requests, we will take ideas. So Dan usually is the one who does it. He won't always do it, but lately he's been the one doing it, and he'll come in and he'll say something like, okay, today's theme is galaxy, so can you guys give me prompts? And then people will ask for, you know, make Saturn, but blue and gold, and you make a spaceship, and, you know, that kind of stuff. And we have a lot of fun with it. So if you want to watch more of this stuff, a bit more relaxed, a little less interactive, I'd say, check that out at 2 o'clock, I believe, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Same place as this.
Definitely the same place.
Yeah. Melissa, yes, it is colored pancake batter. All of this is pancake batter. It's 100% edible. It tastes completely normal. We get the batter from a restaurant depot, so it's just typical batter, just mixed in each bottle with a little bit of icing gel, which a lot of people assume means that it's sweet. And icing gel is just fancy terms for strong, tasteless food coloring. It's the same stuff that bakers use to color their cakes.
Yep, doesn't add. It adds almost no flavor to it. Like nothing that you'll ever notice.
Yeah.
And the one thing I did, they do add. If you look at the ingredients, there it's actually sugar. It's water, sugar, and then all the other stuff. So I think they put a little bit of sugar in it.
But it's like
counteract.
Doesn't make it sweet, right?
No, it doesn't make it sweet at all. Actually, it just I think they just put it in to counteract any potential bitterness from the dye.
Oh, it looks like Kaylee submitted a donation.
Oh, thank
I
you.
am refreshing. I don't see it quite yet, but I'll let you know when I do. Xavier said, Ghibli goes about making movies that hit people emotionally and spiritually at their core. My personal favorite is Porco Rosso, is that it? And Nausicaa.
Right.
They try to break the norm of movies with straightforward relationships, but focus on relationship growth via people changing as humans or a change of heart. Nice. Mila, I hope you like it. Or Mila, I'm not really sure. I'm sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But either way, hope you like that one. Ashley, we have done gluten-free. We have a recipe for gluten-free pancakes, and if you were to hire us for an event, which, you know, we understand events aren't really a thing right now, but that's what we used to do.
We do private live streams.
Right, but why would gluten matter for that?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the principle.
Exactly. That darn gluten.
But yeah, we while we do private live streamed events, you know, I don't think the makeup of the batter will mean much for that. But we do have vegan, gluten-free options, kosher options. We've got all of it planned for whatever people need at events. So Kaylee, let me double check for that. Oh, yep, it just came in.
Let's see. Xavier's pick from chat, whichever he picked. So, okay.
Wait, okay, yeah. It is not Kaylee's request, though. So, Kaylee, we got a donation submitted, so go ahead and do that. Skylar, that is really sweet of you. So, Skylar just, you know, donated for someone else. See? This is what I'm talking about, Skylar. Every time we interact with you, you're giving someone a gift. You're very kind. So, yeah, Xavier wanted Nausicaa.
Nausicaa. Okay. Let me look that up. Not nausea. Nausicaa. Silly autocorrect.
Oh, nausea.
Yeah, that was what came
My
up
favorite Ghibli movie. Kaylee, I'm still not getting your request. Obviously, we'll make sure that, you know, if you're trying to donate, we'll get that taken care of for you. But maybe make sure that everything's okay on your end, because I am refreshing and I don't see anything. Worst case, we'll work something out where you can send us the picture another way.
Let's see, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm looking at our payment processor too, because if there was any sort of failed transactions, I don't see anything there either. So, because sometimes we get that, especially when out of credit cards that are out of country, or debit cards, because the banks don't have zip codes, or they don't use the same security systems as American banks. They don't use AVS or whatever it's called. I don't know, but. All right, here we go. Oops, I clicked on the image. I was trying to zoom in.
Kaylee says, I don't know where to enter my email.
Your email, you don't have to, it should be in the cart. Whenever you go to check out on the website, there should be a spot for your email.
Aw, Linda said, thank you guys so much. Mila loves it. You guys are awesome. Well, guys, I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support. It's the least we could do. So, Kaylee, I hope what Ben just said helps. That you shouldn't have to do any of that until you get to the checkout. Just check out as normal.
Yeah, it's just like any other online store.
Yeah, so try that. If that doesn't work, then we'll talk. But yeah, just keep us updated. We'll make sure you get whatever you want made by the end of this. Which, by the way, I think I know we got started a little late, but it's 3:50. Do you want me to do last call, or do you want me to just cut it for donations?
We can do a last call.
Cool. All right, guys, this is the last call for donations. So I'm dropping that link one more time. Again, that's last call. Don't worry, Kaylee, we'll get yours in. I'm not saying you're on a time limit or anything. But yeah, check that out. Sky Kid said I'm like a baby Mr. Beast. Indeed. I love the continued lore in these live streams. I now know who Mr. Beast is because of Sky Kid. It's a YouTube channel that creates challenges for people. And then they win money. Apparently
sounds like a game show or something. Yeah,
apparently he donates a lot too. So he's saying he's like a baby Mr. Beast because he gave to get someone else a request.
Very cool.
Which on Facebook, wait, where'd it go? On Facebook, Melissa said, oh, that's so sweet to donate for someone, and I agree. Sky Kid is one of our coolest fans. Not that they're not all cool, but Sky Kid is a regular at our live streams. Funny enough, it's I'm surprised we haven't seen Becca. Becca's our other. We've got a few live stream regulars.
Oh yeah, Becca's not here.
Yeah, Becca's here for all of them. Ashley says, can we just donate without asking for a request? I mean, absolutely. That's very generous. Thank you.
We will not stop you.
For sure. Feel free to just put that in, where it asks for what you want. Actually, I think No, someone didn't do that earlier, but they've done that before.
It's definitely it's definitely happened.
Yeah, please. But you know, if there's anything we can make you, we're not confined to like 2 hours. We're happy to go over a little bit if there's something we can make you. But thank you so much, Ashley. That's extremely sweet of you. You guys are incredibly sweet, all of you.
Of course, I picked a profile.
Haha, you're kryptonite.
Yeah, it looks great until I get to the chin.
Robin says, almost missed it. What have y'all created today? That's actually, by the way, Ben, your head is covering.
Oh no. Back up here. Sorry, guys.
Oh, looks good so far. So, Robin, let me show everyone a little what we've made today. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go on the wide shot for just a second here. Hello. So
Hi.
we've got this Mike Wazowski meme for all you, I don't know. I would say Gen Zers, but you said you saw it on Reddit and stuff, Ben. We've got a couple portraits.
So I'm a millennial. I mean, barely, but still.
Yeah. We got Squirtle. We've got Endeavor from My Hero Academia. We've got Danger Mouse. And then we've got, get this, Cleopatra giving Jesus a George Foreman grill. So
that old chestnut.
That old, y'all know that one. And then we've got Pororo, which I still hope I'm pronouncing right. I don't know how else you'd pronounce it, but it's this cute little penguin lad. So that is what we've made today. And we just did final call on donations. So I'll say, you know, if we get any donations the next second, we'll take it. But other than that, I'm going to stop sending the link. So the link is if you just scroll up, you'll see it. It's the last link we sent. But yeah, let me fade back to the overhead. Yep, Squirtle is present, says Sky Kid. Melissa says, where are you from? We are based in St. Louis, Missouri. So Dancakes has 4 full-time, like, I guess, co-owners.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, full-time workers, but we are owners, aren't we? Mm-hmm. So there's Ben, who you see on camera. There's me, which is the moderator shot set up.
Yeah, it should be.
That's also Ben. There, wait. There we go. That's me. I'm Dana. And then we've got Dan, who is typically... I gotta stop saying who's usually on because we're trying to balance it out more. It's just that's just been kind of the fact of the matter is if you've been watching the last few weeks, you'll see Dan a little bit more. He's darker haired, taller, and he's the Dan behind Dancakes, at least the founder of the company. And then we've got Hank, who is our manager. And then so we all live in St. Louis. We all work in this little studio office. But then we've got our artist Lee, he lives in Phoenix. We've got an artist Ryan, he lives in Dallas. And we've got an artist Jenny, who lives in Anaheim. We were training another local artist. So we've got people from all over the place. And back from when we were doing events, you know, that made sense. But now those guys who are elsewhere, they were part-time. So with the pandemic, we've had to, you know, they're still under our umbrella. We just can't give them any work right now. And we don't have we have almost no work. But
yeah, lots of, I mean, yeah, I guess commissions is about it, really. We've done in a handful of, every now and again we get a private live stream, but it's few and far between because who's spending money right now? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to, I know I've been saving every penny that I get. It's just because who knows? Yeah,
for sure. Kaylee, we got your request. So, I'm just gonna text it to you, Ben, and then you can pick a picture you want because it's Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
It's probably a good one to close on.
Yeah, that's classic.
Melissa says, oh, awesome. I'm in Hannibal, Missouri, which is 2 hours away.
Oh, yeah, I used to work there. I mean...
Neat.
Yeah, I worked for the... oh shoot, the power co-op out there might not be quite in your area, because Ameren was in Hannibal, because we were out out in the rural areas working. But yeah, no, I spliced fiber out there for over a year. So I stayed out there 4 days a week.
I'm gonna go use the restroom, but I'll be back.
Alright, let's see. Almost there on this one. Let's see. Trying to get an idea what I did here. Sometimes you get lost making these. You kind of forget where certain pieces end and others begin because the line work can end up being so vague. Alright, and since the picture I chose was actually the framed off, I could see the top of her head, so what I'm going to do is my bottle's not clogged. Go across here, and I'm going to actually make a frame for it. Those are so small. The way it'll make sense why the top of the head's not there. On the hair. Okay. Shine. Because why not? Alright, and our last two bits here. Complete. Oh, it's not going to be that color because I'm out. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do the beach because why not? We're going to do the beach and I'm going to do it in orange and yellow because I don't want to clash with the browns that I've used. We got some rock faces back here. We've got some sky, white line.
How go things?
Good go. Just finishing up our, dang it, why can't the Nausicaa? And I decided to throw the background in there because it was a fairly simple background.
Nice.
Just the top of their head was cut off in the picture, so I framed it in, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go through all the trouble of framing it in. Might as well add the background while I'm at it. Oh no, my blue is running out. Do the whole. I'm gonna flip this one because I don't want it to get.
Aw. So Courtney, there's that one. Hopefully you still are or were watching, but there is your daughter.
Oh no.
You need me to film?
It's my last one. I don't want to. Wait, do we have one more after this?
You have Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. I don't think I need blue for Scooby-Doo.
You could substitute for sure.
All right, that's gonna be good enough.
You could always just use the indigo is so close to the blue.
Yeah, I was just because it was the fill, so I was just trying to. All right, and then.
Ben, what is your favorite thing to create?
I mean, like, if I'm being real, music, but if we're talking just pancakes, which I imagine that's what we're actually talking about here, I would say, I don't know, I like anything, cause I like trying to do things that are a little off kilter, but like something that's weird, but it's like, why didn't I think of that type thing? I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna have a good answer for this. I feel like I don't have a good answer for a lot of questions today.
It's fine, you're multitasking. My favorite thing is when... Oh, wait. Kaylee said, can you do Naruto instead, possibly? I mean, yeah. If that's your final answer, then sure. Just like that, yeah. I mean, it's up to you, is what I'm saying.
Your pancake, your choice.
Melissa says, you are very good at this. I wouldn't want to eat it.
I would want you to eat it.
I would want
I always tell
world peace.
All right, let's see here.
We don't mind people eating it. We tell people, yeah, it's like what Ben was just saying at events. People are like, I won't eat it because I don't want to make you sad. And I'm like, no, just eat it. It's fine.
Make me sad if you don't eat it.
All right. I don't care.
So
people can do
we said Naruto instead of Scooby-Doo, correct?
And then I think that's going to be our last pancake. Got a really steady crowd throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Sky Kid, if you're still here, which you just commented a second ago, so I'm going to guess you are, your drawings and like talking about Pokemon so much, it makes me really want to draw Pokemon. So I am inspired by your art and want to draw when I get home. That'd be cool.
When I get home, what am I going to do when I get home other than eat?
Other than eat? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the first thing I'm doing. Probably, see, I think the first episode of Star Trek Discovery is out.
Ooh.
New season, so that might be what I do. Which, I don't know if there's any Trekkies out there. I guess if you're watching Discovery, you would be a Trekker and not a Trekkie. Are you familiar with the difference, Dana?
No.
Okay, so a Trekkie is someone who is into the original series, the 60s and 70s series and the original cast movies, but they're not into the new shows, they're not into like the Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or any of the new ones that are coming out now. So, and then there's Trekkers, which just love Star Trek. and they're on board with new iterations. Which I'm sure you just needed to know that.
I mean, sounds cool. I've heard lots of great things about Star Trek. Everyone I know likes Star Trek.
I would recommend. I would start with, like, if you're going to start, I would say start with Next Generation. It's sort of the high watermark as far as Star Trek goes.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, and like I actually, if you ever get a wild hair and you decide you're going to do it, I have a list of 5 episodes
Sick.
that I give to everybody. Because like if I'm being fair and objective, the first season of Star Trek: The Next Generation still has a little bit of that camp from the '60s series. And it can be a little off-putting because it's it can feel a little dated at times. It doesn't really hit its stride until later. So the very first episode of season, the premiere episode, is an episode that I tell everybody to watch. But you only watch it for the context, because the other episodes that you're going to watch require that you watch the first episode to understand the rest of them.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, I gave Dan 5 episodes. He was like, watch these 5 episodes, and if you're not into Star Trek,
then you're an normie.
Then you're not a human. If you're not into Star Trek by the time you watch those 5 episodes, then you're never going to be into Star Trek. I could be wrong because it's my own personal curated list.
Right. But like, I think you can recognize quality, you know? Like that kind of stuff is subjective, but I think there's like, you know, like there's a certain level of quality that I think most people can recognize in something, to the point where they can, even though it's art, say like, as objectively as I can be, this holds up.
Yeah.
It's not, I like it. I think it's really good.
One of the episodes won an Emmy.
Nice. Melissa said I would definitely have to take a picture of the pancake first, and like, yeah, a lot of people do that. That's what we tell people, actually. We're like, well, you've got a camera in your pocket, you know, you could take a picture of it and then eat it, and then that usually helps people. But they do pack bond with the pancake. They get their baby and they're like, oh, and I'm so hungry, and then they get this pancake that looks like their baby, and it's hilarious to watch them get like tragically emotionally attached. Like they can't do anything with it other than like protect it. And they're like, no, I couldn't take a bite of it. And then so usually if they're like desperately hungry, they'll like take a nibble off of the ears, but they work their way down to the face, which is hilarious to me. Like
that's the most torturous way to possibly eat your child.
Yeah. And Xavier said about the Star Trek thing, it's like the war between Star Wars fans, the OG trilogy fans and the prequel fans and the new trilogy fans. Are there prequel fans?
I've heard rumors. I mean, I think for a lot of people, like, the prequels get a bad rap, and like they're pretty rough in some places. But like, if you were a kid when they came out, and I guess you were a kid when they came out,
yeah,
barely, but
I've never seen any of the Star Wars films except for when we all saw The Last Jedi, I think.
I didn't see it with you guys.
Right. You had already seen it. You wanted to see it with Diva, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a bunch of us went, but then we all talked about it. Like within a week, we were all talking about the movie.
I was so like, I loved The Last Jedi. I was actually super disappointed that it seemed to get so much hate because I didn't understand how be so wide, like how people could hate it so much, because it was so good. But I'm a kind of person, I like when things subvert my expectations. Like that's the kind of stuff that I want. So I guess I can understand like an entire movie that's literally so much of The Last Jedi was based on subverting your expectations of what you think a Star Wars movie should be. But it was still very much a Star Wars movie. Yeah. But a lot of people didn't like that because they're like, oh, this isn't the Star Wars that I expected. And then there's so many people who complained about the first one because they were like, oh, this is too much like Star Wars A New Hope. It's like, well, take your pick. Do you want something new or do you want something old? Like,
yeah. Melissa asks, how long does it take to cook, and at what temperature is your griddle?
We keep it between 2 and 250 generally. For this kind of stuff. Now, if you're doing it at home, we actually recommend that you do it with the griddle off.
Yeah.
Just simply one for safety, and two, it's like you know, what's the rush? You know, we've got it on because we're trying to get through as many as we can. But when you're at home, like, who cares? Enjoy. Take your time. And you can actually, almost all of the super detailed pancakes that you see were made with the griddle almost completely off the entire time.
And then you also got a question about what's the most difficult pancake you've ever been asked to make.
Ooh. Like, probably, like, my kryptonite, honestly, is cars.
It's just a funny sentence.
Like, drawing cars at, like, at a 3/4 perspective is so difficult, for me at least, because it's, you know, you're doing basically doing 2-point perspective without any sort of, you can't like plot out your points on the horizon and stuff and do it that way, which is how you would normally do it. And so you're just winging it, and like I'm just apparently not very good at eyeballing 2-point perspective. So something I need to practice, something I should probably be practicing during this crazy times we're going through. So by the time we hopefully get back out there, I'll be able to be like, cars are no longer my kryptonite. I have conquered cars. But that's definitely almost done with Naruto here. And anytime someone gives you like a photo with like 6 people in it, and they're like, all right, do this one. And you're just like, oh gosh, okay, it's gonna take a minute. Even though we've gotten pretty good at doing that. Okay. Finishing up our Naruto. Then frame it in, because there's a super close-up one where most of his head is cut off. Well, most of his hair. Okay.
That is a great comment. Xavier said, well, now I'm tempted to put money down just to make Ben draw cars. Gonna send in a picture of a car lot. Hilarious.
Guys are funny.
I genuinely, I'm not even being sarcastic, I think that's hilarious.
I mean, it would be like, I would be dying inside a little bit, but I would also be laughing, because, yeah. I mean, and one thing I always tell people is whenever they, you know, if people request cars at events and stuff, you know, I do them, and I usually I'll let them know, like, in the middle of it, I'll talk about it some, and they're like, oh, should I get something else? I'm like, no. Like, I want you to get this because, like, I need the practice.
I'm not saying challenges are bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just because it's difficult for me doesn't mean I don't want to do it. Just means that it's difficult.
But we thrive on challenges.
Mm-hmm. And that's how you get better. I mean, I most of the time pancakes, when I think about it, like how I got better at all of this is just like by just going for it. So many times where I was just like, oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then you flip it over and you're like, oh wow, that's really good. Okay, cool. I just figured something out. And now you're better than you were.
It's so interesting. I'm chewing my... Oh, well. I got it. Yeah. So I put these headphones on, so it's hard to talk and listen at the same time.
Oh,
But I
that
wanted to see...
delay.
I wanted to see if you could hear me eating, and you can't.
Oh,
I'm eating lunch.
that sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's pretty good. SkyKid says, Lord of the Rings is the book I preferred to read in class rather than Lord of the Flies.
Hey, to each their own, you know?
Yeah. Also, earlier, Xavier said I'm a diehard fan of Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit. I didn't read any of the other books.
Yeah, I read The Hobbit as well. I started reading Lord of the Rings. I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't, like, I mean, I love the movies and everything, but I think the book is a little more dense. So it's a little bit, it's like, I think it's one of those ones, and I could be wrong, but where you just have to kind of like stick it out through the first few chapters, and then you'll lock in. Oh boy, Naruto's gonna be all blotchy. So I'm out of my, I guess I can make some real quick, because it's just light brown, so. Come on.
Xavier says, you mad lad. Mad respect for that. For all that.
Hmm.
What were you a mad lad about?
I mean, I don't know. Just being okay with doing difficult things, I guess. I don't know.
Mad lad. I love the phrase mad lad.
Alright, this might not match perfectly, but it's gonna have to do.
Boy, I'm mono-fatigued. I hate fatigue.
Me
There's
too.
so much I'd rather have than fatigue.
It's like, yeah, it's, I remember once you asked me, like, if I could get rid of one thing or something. I remember when I was like, sleep. Yeah, and you're like, what? Why? And it's like, oh my god, I would get so much done.
The older I get, the more, especially with how things are right now, the only, like, obviously if, like, your health didn't get worse because you weren't sleeping, like, if there were no physical effects,
Yeah.
the only thing I could say for sleep is that I know, like, with, I don't know, like, mental illness type stuff, like getting in bad thought cycles or just having a bad day or not being able to shake a bad headspace, sometimes sleep can be a hard reset and you wake up and you're fine. Because all you needed was a break from, like, going over those terrible thoughts over and over. And so that's, like, one of the things I like about sleep is it's kind of like hitting a reset button, and the world would be really scary if you didn't have that, I guess, because, like, I'd have to learn some kind of meditation or something.
I imagine there would be some sort of, like, you know, like, people will create cocoa. That came out faster than I was expecting. But, like, you know, there would be some other sort of mechanism, I imagine, if sleep wasn't a thing. Either that or we all be crazy. I mean, crazier than we already are.
I wish that we could choose when to sleep. Like, sleep wasn't necessary, but we could sleep to, like, improve our health and our, like, mental state, I guess. Like, I wish we could choose to sleep in the same way we choose to meditate.
That would be okay.
That'd be sick. Nasty.
But then wouldn't like, maybe meditation would be the thing then.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. There's Nausicaa. You stick to it, it doesn't get better. You just want to finish it out of spite, and then you end up enjoying it. Are you talking about... Looks like you're talking about Lord of the Rings. And then Xavier said yes. They meant Mad Lad for accepting challenges.
Ah.
Excuse me, I got the burps.
Alright. Oof.
Nice work. You done. You did it. Aw, thank you, Slam on YouTube. You guys are very talented.
Thanks.
Thanks. SkyKid said great flip. Robin says love.
Yeah, it is super wordy. Much more than The Hobbit. Yeah, it just didn't, but I mean, you know, maybe one day I'll try again. There's been plenty of books where it's just like, I just had to rough it out for the first 3 chapters, and then all of a sudden it's just like, you're just locked in. Kind of like the first episode of a TV show, where it's like they got to set up so many things, where it's like, it's probably the least entertaining episode. simply for that reason.
Wait, are you saying the Lord of the Rings universe has lore?
That's my response.
Guys, drop a snake emoji if you didn't know that the Lord of the Rings saga had lore or world building. And drop an apple if you're having a pretty good day.
Drop a snake and an apple and an orange if
You hungry.
there we go.
We are about to flip the last pancake. Right when we flip that, stick around because we're going to show off one more time all the pancakes we made today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everyone, especially who donated. We had a lot of really generous donations today, and that's really amazing and gives us hope and helps us out in several ways. See, Robin didn't know that Lord of the Rings had world building or lore.
Wow.
I mean, it's probably a joke. I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
But some people just don't know about, like, franchise. Kaylee said a ghost?
A ghost?
A ghost.
What's that mean?
Probably that she wants her Naruto.
It's almost there. I mean, a lot of this is really thick. Like, this thicker batter is... Nah, it's still not quite ready.
Wait, thicker?
Well,
Did I mix it thick?
No. I filled it in with the drip cut.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, so like the batter that's down is going to be done much sooner, so I'll be able to flip it.
We're getting a lot of snakes.
Yeah.
Nice. Way to go. I was too busy reading Twilight and what's another book? Divergent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't read no normie books.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kidding. I enjoyed The Hobbit quite a bit.
Yeah, I think. God, I read. Trying to think. Remember, I read Mankind, the Wrestler. I read his book, his second book, which was actually it was really good. He's a very interesting guy. But I don't rightfully remember much of it though. There was the book itself was amazing. Then I remember there was like a section, like he added a section after the book was published, and I had that version where that was in there. And the section after the book was over was just a rambling mess. I could not get through it. It was just a big long rant that went on for like 30 pages, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it, Mankind. Sorry, not that into you.
By the way, are you gonna flip that? Should I not talk yet?
Oh, you can talk.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna drop a link here for anybody because we didn't talk about it that much this stream, but a lot of people are interested in what we do in terms of like private commissions, and that's the kind of thing where it's like if you wanted a portrait of you or Naruto or whatever you wanted, but like we take like an hour making it as a pancake, all sorts of, you know, like a lot more precision, a lot more colors, and then we preserve it, and then we put it in a frame like you see in the wide shot with all those framed pancakes. That's a service we're providing, and after these streams, a lot of people ask about having their own personalized thing. So I just dropped the link to where you can check that out if you want to get a commission and or preserved pancake. But here's Naruto.
Yeah, the middle of his face got a little blotchy.
Oh, it's not bad, though. That's really cool. It's probably my favorite of the day.
Yeah, same.
Good definition.
Yes, someone asked how I got started on my got started making pancakes. I'll give you the abridged version since we're at the end here. But basically, I met Dan. I filled in on drums in his band, and that's how we met. He was already doing this. It was just a cool thing my friend did. I didn't want to do it. I had a successful career in telecom. Like I was fine, not looking to change my life. But we went on tour about a year after we met, and while we're on tour, we had a show he could not do it at. And so so I filled in for a show and was really bad at it.
Can you take that? Just put it on the floor.
And I just kept at it, and I was doing it part-time, just filling in occasionally when Dan couldn't do a gig or something. And it eventually got to the point where I couldn't do both. Like I worked freelance in telecommunications, and so I was doing all this freelance work, traveling all over the country. Like I was gone. I was not in St. Louis most of the year, even though I pay a mortgage here. And Yeah, and then trying to do pancake gigs and stuff, and had to make a choice. So either I figured internet and telephones will exist for a while, but no one's gonna ask me to be a pancake artist twice. So I went for it. And so far, so good. That was like 5 years ago. So
A minute ago. So, guys, here's the roundup. I know not all of them are getting...
let's see, where's my phone? I can link up with my...
Oh, cool. So Ben's gonna get on a camera that'll let you see all of the pancakes up close. But, yeah.
Let's see, it's the...
Which one's it?
Scroll down all the way. The handheld. And then...
1 second, y'all.
let's see, what's that? Let me see, I make sure it's the right IP address. It's the right one. Come on now. Well, I guess it's not gonna work.
Oh, bummer.
Huh. It's never not worked before. That's weird.
I think they got a pretty good view of them
Yeah.
at least. Well, we were going to cut to another camera, but technology is being a little silly today. But I don't know how to pronounce that. M-A-J-A, is that
Maja?
Maja? Yeah, okay. Says, hello guys, how's it going? It's good. We unfortunately are wrapping if you just jumped in here.
Yep.
Katie says that is really cool over on YouTube, so thank you, Katie. Yeah, Slytherin is taking over the comments. A lot of people have been commenting snakes as we requested. Robin said, great work. Glad I didn't miss it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
I'm going to go ahead and cut to a wide shot, and we are going to say
our goodbyes.
Yeah.
So, thanks for hanging out. We'll be streaming again on tomorrow at 2, doing Joy Pancakes, which is not a request stream. We do take suggestions from the chat, but it'll be most likely Dan doing 2 or 3 pancakes long form, just making some super detailed stuff, and you can just hang out and watch him make some cool stuff.
Yeah, people have really liked it so far, which like people say it's very fun to watch, and it's kind of a different experience than this. Here we're talking a lot. The Joy of Pancakes is a lot chiller, and it's like 1 or 2 big pancakes. So highly recommend.
Yep. And then we'll be back next Sunday doing our request stream again. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Joy of Pancakes. Sunday, request stream. And that's our routine.
2 o'clock Central Standard Time, usually to about 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. But as you can see today, we went a little over.
Give or take a few minutes.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys for your donations. We really appreciate it. But we're going to get out of here and clean up and go do nothing, because that's all we can do. So, see you later. Gonna fade to black now.
Bye, guys. Love you. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Bye. Have a good day.